Live free picks for today's action. And of course, we'll always remind you to like and subscribe. Of course, but on this show, you definitely want to set those notifications because you want to be with us live so you can bet in the best numbers when we give you these expert picks from our handicappers. And before we get to bring in our crew from today's show, just a reminder on a few things. You can save 20% off all premium pick packages when you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access our page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and then, of course, getting signed up. We'd also love to hear from you guys, so go ahead and post your picks in the comments below. All right, let's go ahead and look at the show underway. Let's take a look at who's on the show with us today. With us today is Ramon Scott, and it's Dylan Guesswin. So let's go ahead and look at our show started here for Wednesday. Let's welcome in Dylan Guesswin. You'll find him over at TonySpace.com. He does great work here in soccer. You'll find him in tennis. Now in baseball, he's been sitting at the top of the leaderboards. Let's bring him in right now. Dylan, what's happening?
Hey, Tony, doing awesome. How about you?
Doing great, doing great. You've been reading baseball really well here with your picks and, of course, your premiums as well. Let's get in here with our game today here at 7 Eastern time. We have the Blue Jays here hosting the Orioles. The Blue Jays now 295. Total sits at 9.5.
Yeah, so Blue Jays here coming to this game is huge favorites with Berrios on the mound. He's only allowed 3 runs over his last 15 innings of work, while Zimmerman has allowed 18 runs in his last 14.1 innings pitched. Blue Jays have the advantage on the mound, and offensively I expect them to win this game here. At a steep price, I'm looking at the total. Toronto has won 14 of its last 18 overall, 10 of its last 14 at home. Baltimore starting pitcher Bruce Zimmerman has been hit extremely hard in each of the last 5 starts, allowing for a combined 27 runs on 41 hits across 25 and 2/3 innings. Baltimore's lost 4 out of 5 games over that span. Toronto, Jose Berrios coming into this excellent start, which right-hander allowed 1 run on 5 hits across 8 innings, resulting in a 10-1 win for the Blue Jays. I do expect this game to be high scoring. The over is 5-0-1 in the Orioles' last 6 games as a road underdog. The over is 8-0 in the Blue Jays' last 8 games as home favorites. And the whole series, figures to have an over lean here. So that's why my free play pick here is going to be on the over.
All right, Dylan. Guesswin here with this pick. In this one, he says here going over the total here. Over total of 9. There are a lot more 9s and 9.5s out there, so do your shopping. And I looked at the line today. You see a lot of 9s everywhere. Yeah, it's hard to argue this one. 9 is at one of those key numbers. And again, like yesterday, we saw it go from 9.5 to 9. I scratched my head and said, there's no way. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me the way these teams can hit the ball. And of course, you got a Zimmerman, a pitcher who pitches to high contact, just a 16% strikeout rate. 2.18 home runs per 9 innings, and now he's facing the Blue Jays hitters. I mean, again, you look at Berrios, he's given up 1.35 home runs per 9 innings, and of course his ground ball rate's 35%. So a lot of fly balls here from Berrios, an ERA near 5. Of course, Zimmerman ERA over 5, and he gives up a lot of homers.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that line moving from 9.5 down to 9. I was definitely seeing this number, this total going over here. And this could just be one of the plays where, the sharps have their money on the over, but, we see that line movement go in the opposite way and we get a better number for it. So I like it at a nice whole number here. Shop around, try to get a nice 9. Worst case scenario, you can push if this total is going to go close to that 9 number. But yeah, given all of those things and the weather and how these bats have been heating up here, I do think that we get some high contact and some runs here in this game.
Yeah, see, I got a high contact picture here for the Orioles going here. He gives up home runs. We got Orioles Blue Jays over a total of 9. This one will have a start time of 7 Eastern time over on MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Dylan, let's go over at TonySpace.com. We've been doing great work in MLB right now. 457 units of profit. That is all documented on the site here in baseball for the last 7 days. So if you visit Dylan's handicapper page, you can see all the plays that are full on the up and up. Also showing profit last 7 days overall. Yesterday, of course, we do have a big card here for Major League Baseball. We still have a good dozen games still remaining on the card. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, so today I got a nice 3-pack on the site for you guys. You can grab that for just $25. I got 2 plays in the MLB and 1 in soccer. We're doing pretty good in soccer. I really like this play here, so you can grab that for just $25. If you're not already signed up for one of my long-term packages, your best value to grab my 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. Like Tony said, we're doing really well in the MLB. You guys can grab my season pass in the MLB for just $269. All plays I get all season long in the MLB. So head over to the site and you can check out our plays and you can see how we're making money here, and let's make money together.
That's right, guys. Got to roll with Dylan Guesswin over at TonySpace.com. Showing great profit here the past 7 days. 457 units of profit. That's all documented. Of course, he's got plays up there, a 3-pack up there. I do see something in there with UFC in there as well. So there's some plays in there. He mixes in a lot of sports here. He's done great work here in tennis as well as in MLB. So get on board with that. Three baseballs in there for you on for today's action on a Wednesday. Only $25, very affordable pricing. As Dylan was mentioning here, he does have a good price here on his season pass right now in baseball. So it's $269. You'll get all his regular season baseball pre and plays. And baseball goes for a long time, guys. It gets right into football season, right? We get right to the end of September. So we've got a good 3.5 months left of baseball for the regular season, because this pass is a regular season pass. And we can take 20% off that pass right now. That is $54 off that $269 price when you use the promo code TonyT at checkout on that regular season pass right now from Dylan, who's been on Hot in Baseball right now. You can access Dylan's page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab. Of course, get signed up, and don't forget to use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Good on all packages, not just that. I just did the math on the baseball season pass, which I think is a very good value there. So get on board with it. You can find Dylan's page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and get signed up. All right, Dylan, it's always great having the show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Sounds great, Tony. Thanks.
You got it, Dylan. Guess one here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with your Game Day Picks Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you make a note of it. Like, subscribe, set notifications so you're notified. You're live with us, and you can bet into the best numbers. Let's continue on here with the Game Day Pick Show. We're going to go ahead and welcome in Ramon Scott. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. He's been doing great work up there. You've seen the overall numbers there in sports as well as NBA as well. Top unit producer. Ramon, what's happening?
Yeah, Tony, I'll just tell you, top unit producer over the last 7 days, certainly on the site, and that's going to continue because I just had an early morning sweat here on the West Coast with the first WNBA matinee weekday game of the season just finished, and we had the over in that one for a winner. So chalk it up, and was not quite, early morning table tennis, but it was WNBA, and it was exciting. In fact, the Aces were down big at halftime and came back to win by 8 points. So Aces win over this morning against the Dallas Wings.
That's right. He gets over the total there and it's graded immediately there at 10 a.m. Pacific time start. Here it is just after noon. It's already graded. So immediately grading here on our site. We'll add that. We'll add those numbers as they update here on our banner here. All right.
Lunch money.
Yes, it is. Lunch money here. Lunch money there. No doubt about that. All right, Ramon, let's take a look at your play here today. Here we're going to bring up the Major League Baseball game here as we got the Nationals here to host the Braves. The Braves have been racking. They've been hitting $1.95 here. Total sits at 9.5.
I'm not calling it low-hanging fruit, and I wasn't looking for an easy cap for you, Tony. I could just throw it back to you, right? And just say, Atlanta Braves are averaging like 20 runs a game, aren't they? I'll just could almost leave it at that, but I do want to see how Spencer Strider fares. I mean, I know I'm going to be probably going against him a little bit here, but he's looked pretty good. Not going very deep into games. Atlanta has a pretty good bullpen, but Spencer Strider, definitely an interesting prospect for the red-hot Braves right now. They're the talk of the league, certainly at this point, with all due respect to a few teams, maybe like the Phillies and all those powerful teams, the Yankees, the Dodgers, whatever. But these guys are the champs, and they're taking on the Nats with Fetty on the mound, one of our favorites in handicapping land, right? And, we try to build up Fetty sometimes when we need him, but Tony, 10.03 ERA last 3 starts. Those 3 games averaged just shy of 17.5 total runs. All 3 of them went over, of course. And in the last 9 times that Fetty has started game 3 of a series, that game has gone over to the tune of 7-1-1. The Nationals are also 4-0 to the over currently off of a loss. Both teams hitting pretty well. We know Atlanta is smashing, but don't forget about the Nats. Both teams are hitting about 275, Tony, over the last 10 games. Juan Soto, expect him back in the lineup after the late scratch yesterday. So I think for the interesting, I'll be interested to see what the Nats do with their lineup. I actually like the bottom of the lineup a little bit better than the top of the lineup today in this matchup, but I'm not saying they'll shake up the lineup or anything like that, but just watch. I think they can hit a little deeper in this one. I think this will help the Nats get the runs that we need. I don't have to explain the Braves' prowess right now. We haven't seen the lineups, but figure Acuna, Riley, Darno, Ozuna, Duvall. I don't know if RC will be in, but those are all all those guys are good to go right now, the way it's going for the Atlanta Braves. So also home plate umpire Porter, 12 games this season, 9.92 the runs per game. You can get a juiced up 9.5 here. I think 9.5 over 25 at worst, and the 9.5s are definitely juiced, shaded to the under. So pretty good price. Got to get double-digit runs here, but man, it just seems like these games right now have double-digit runs by the third or fourth inning. So Strider's a young pitcher, Tony. We know that. I'm not saying that there's any regression. He looks good, but you know. And the Braves bullpen's been dynamite, but I'm not too worried about that. Just need some runs, some contribution from the Nationals, and of course Atlanta. What can you say? Second in home runs, third in OPS. We're going over the total. Atlanta and Washington.
All right, Ramon Scott here likes the over here. Braves and Nationals over total of 9.5. Yeah, hard to argue that one because we think of the Nationals as pretty poor team. A lot of it is from their pitching, but they do have some hitting, and they can push, as you mentioned, they can push runs across.
Yeah, and again, I was a little bit worried, yesterday with Soto out of lineup. I had this game over as a premium, and really the peripherals, you look at them, I look at them here, they're really not that great against Strider. I'm just kind of banking on the fact that, Strider's still a young pitcher, not working very deep. So Atlanta's going to have to manipulate a little bit, but other than, I don't know, maybe even Nelson Cruz could get a day off here, or Lane Thomas, but I think it's still a decent lineup. Soto in there, Bell, Hernandez, maybe Garcia. So I think the Nats will have some sticks going. Like I said, that's not a typo. Both teams are, I think the Braves are like 276 over the last 10 games, and I want to say the Nationals are hitting 274 or so over those last 10 games. So the Nats are producing, and they are at home here in this one. And, obviously scoring some runs even in these games that they are losing.
No doubt about that. Of course, at some point, Strider's going to get hurt with that 12.3% walk rate. Of course, Fetty also a double-digit walk rate. Braves, Nationals over the total here of 9.5 runs. This one to have a start time, 7 Eastern time, MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com, where you've been sitting top of the leaderboards for the past 7 days. Top unit producer the last 7 days, 990 units of profit at Tony's Picks. Top unit producer in the NBA, that begins tomorrow. The NHL, where their Stanley Cup Finals begins tonight. We still have a dozen games from Major League Baseball on a 15-game card. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Tony, I'm doing well, finally getting it together in baseball. Pretty decent run over the last couple of weeks here. So I have a 2-pack coming up right now in about 30 minutes. I want everyone to jump on board if they'd like. For $30, I've got 2 games. These are 2 games that I've singled out as a separate package, beginning at the 3:40 Eastern, 12:40 Pacific time slot. 2-game package today in Major League Baseball. I'll also have an early evening package in Major League Baseball, and also looks like maybe just a standalone night game. I'm waiting for some information. I'm going heavy in Major League Baseball tonight, Tony. In the National Hockey League, got a video preview up of Game 1 where I do have a pick in the video, and I haven't pulled the trigger on a premium yet, and I'm not sure I will. So please take a look at my video, and if you want to play my game there, that's where I'm definitely headed with my video pick. And I know my video picks have been pretty solid. I think if you added my video picks into my premiums, I'd really be doing well. So, but I don't decide one or the other. I just look, when it's time to do a video, I take my best play, and when it's time to put my premiums up, I take my best plays there. So no, I don't hold anything back on those videos. I know how important it is to the marketing. People don't take it for granted on our channel or any other these free plays. I mean, everyone researches their play. They're not just throwing darts necessarily out there. You want to be right. So please take a look at my video series also in the WNBA for tonight, Tony. I do have one play up for my subscribers currently in the WNBA, and I may be adding the second game as well. We already came home with that winner in the premiums. The free play, I think they put out last night at a line of 8. It finished 8. I'm sure everyone got more than that. The line actually went up a double digits eventually, so I'm sure that anyone who played the video pick was probably a winner, unless they were up like me betting at 2 in the morning. So that looked like a winner. So catch my WNBA videos tonight I know we've had some great compliments on some of the success we've had, despite a few clunkers over the last couple of days. It looks like we're back on stride on the video series, and we will have action tonight in the WNBA as well. And coming up, Tony, what can you say? What a run it's going to be, right? We got Stanley Cup Game 1. We've got NBA Finals tomorrow, and of course I'll be involved in that with my Leading Units production here on the site, but also the U.S. Open golf getting underway this weekend as well. So exciting weekend. And also I'm going to start with my CFL videos for this week, starting tonight. There's a game tomorrow, Montreal and Toronto. The next night, Winnipeg and Ottawa are going to run it back from last weekend. They had a great game where Ottawa almost pulled off the upset, and a couple of games from out west. And UFC heads to Austin, Texas this weekend. Tony, I'll be in action there after I had a winning card last week. I haven't mentioned all week. I went 3-1 in the UFC last Saturday.
Great work there. Get on board here with Ramon Scott over at TonySpace.com. Top unit producer past 7 days. 990 units of profit, all documented at TonySpace.com. You can visit Ramon's page and check the pick history. Everything there is documented, graded immediately. Get on board. He's got today, in just a few minutes here, getting started here with the MLB Wednesday Matinee Premium Pass. 2 picks right now for Major League Baseball, up nearly 1,000 units the past 7 days. Ramon's doing great work over at TonySpace.com, so get on board with that. Also, you can get on board with longer-term passes. Of course, Ramon, he's got a WNBA season pass, CFL season pass. Of course, his baseball season premium passes up there as well. So a lot of long-term passes here from Ramon. If you just want to handle the major sports, Ramon has a 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass. Get all Ramon's premium plays for that period of time. When you go to his handicapper page and you make that purchase, we can save you some money here when you use the promo code TonyT at checkout on whatever plan you get. Let's say you get the 1 month off plan, it's $329. We'll take $66 off that 1 month major sports plan right now when you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, getting signed up. That promo code can be reused many times. You can use it on the same cart, the same purchase with major sports. You want to add the baseball pass to your card, as well as the CFL pass, the WNBA pass. You can do that, and they'll do the math there, take 20% off all of them. Again, get on board with Ramon Scott over at TonySpace.com. He is the top unit producer in the NBA for the season, as well as the past 7 days. All right, Ramon, it's always a great having you show. Continue that success. And, of course, TonySpace.com has put together a Twitter account for you.
Yeah, I got a couple more things there for you to talk about, right? Tony's Picks Ramon, that's the Twitter handle for me. And I have a pick right now in Major League Soccer. So please follow me. If it's not up, it will be very, very soon. And I have a pick in there in the MLS. Tony, I was going to play Sweat along with Ramon with my fans. I don't know, whatever you want to call them, the viewers out there. But my pick was my premium pick going right now is the Chicago White Sox. And so I can't call it a sweat. It's 11-0. So I'm not putting it in the bank yet, but maybe we'll add another 100 units there coming. And also, Tony, I forgot to mention the College World Series this weekend. You want to talk about top units producer, me and Dylan. Here we are. We're probably 20 games over 500 of the College World Series coming up, starting this weekend. So we're going to crush it.
That's right, crush it here with Ramon Scott over at TonySpace.com. Get on board with those long-term passes. He's been on fire. All right, Ramon, as always, great having you show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Thank you, Tony.
Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with the Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. each time. Make sure you like, subscribe. Of course, you want to set those notifications. When we're live, you want to be with us so you can bet into the best numbers. All right, let's continue on here with the Game Day Picks. And now it's time for my picks. Let's go ahead and bring up our game information for you today. We're going to look at this Dodgers and Angel game again tonight at 10 Eastern time. The Dodgers laying $2. The total sits here at 8.5. I'm going to come back on my free pick yesterday on the channel was the under, and that one cashed easy. We're going to come in with the under again here, under 8.5 here, Dodgers and the Angels. Now, Detmers, let me make sure nothing's changed here. I always get nervous when I don't look at the starting staff. Okay, we're still there. Okay, so we still have the same starters here. Detmers will start for the Angels. Of course, Detmers in 10 starts in ERA 3.83. Good whip of 1.01. I like the strikeouts about 16%. 1.28 home runs per 9 innings. Tyler Anderson, the starter here for the Dodgers, 11 appearances, ERA of 3.07. Again, a low whip, just 1.02. Better strikeouts here at 23%. Good walk rate, too. He has good control, 0.92 home runs per 9 innings. But here's the kicker on this one. As you know, neither team's really hitting the ball very well. The Dodgers won the opener 2-0, but you look at the past 10 games for both the Angels and the Dodgers. Remember, there's two left-handed starters on the mound today. So over the past 10 games, the Angels hitting just 200 against lefties. The Dodgers 202. Neither lineup hitting much, so let's go under 8.5. It's down from an opener of 9, but we'll be okay with it. Under a total of 8.5 here, the Dodgers and the Angels. All right, guys, check out Tony's picks right now. I've got a 3-pack up there from Major League Baseball coming off a 3-0 night in baseball. So get on board with that. I'm the top industry producer in MLB over at Tony'sPicks.com. So you can get on board with a long-term pass if you like. I have a 3, a 7, and 30-day all-sports pass. You get all of my premium plays for that period of time when you go to my handicapper page and you make that purchase. We can save you 20% off all premium pick packages when you use a promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access my page by clicking the link in the description, click the All Cappers tab, and then getting signed up and use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Let's continue on here with game day picks. Now it's time to recap the plays from today's show. We got to start with Dylan. Dylan likes Orioles, Blue Jays over 9. Ramon on the Braves, Nationals over 9.5. And yours truly, Dodgers, Angels, the under here from the show, under 8.5 runs. All right, that'll do it here for today's show, game day picks. Be sure to get and tune in tomorrow live at 3 Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers from Tony'sPicks.com, deliver live free picks for you. From tomorrow will be the Thursday shows. Remember, check out our video channel. It's just not me. We've got a lot of the cappers now producing content. Ramon has his video series up there from WNBA, CFL, NHL pick up there from Ramon. Collins has a 4-pack from Major League Baseball up there. We'll also get some contributions on occasions from Mindy. We'll see Ben as well. We're going to add more and more contributions to our channel as we get better equipment to our cappers. And as you can see, the difference here is we're getting state-of-the-art equipment to them with good backdrops, top-tier cameras. So we're getting ready for football season. We'll have a lot more contributions here from our cappers here at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, let's go ahead and bring in a crew from today's show. Good wave, good evening, good afternoon, guys. Have yourself a winning day. We'll talk to you guys again tomorrow live at 3 Eastern time with Game Day Picks.